AITA for telling my in-laws that I'll see them at their funeral. Long story, 8 years ago, my sister and BIL were killed in a car accident, leaving behind 10 YOF and 8 YOM at that time. My husband and I had 7 YOF and 4 YOM. We were fostering a sibling group 4 YOM, 2 YOM, and 6-month M. We were granted guardianship of my niece and nephew. Life was crazy for the next year and a half, raising 7 children, dealing with grief loss, working with the foster care system in addition to the daily and outs of life. Making sure every kid felt loved and all needs were being met was overwhelming, and I felt that I failed at least one of the kids on a daily basis. My fosters were returned to their parents. We closed our home but maintained a relationship with fosters and their parents. They have truly done well over the past 8 years. The kids are thriving. The parents are excelling in their jobs and parental roles, but most importantly have remained clean sober. We maintain regular contact and celebrate big life events. Fast forward to this weekend. It's my 12YO birthday. For each kid's birthday, they get to choose their favorite meal dessert, and the day is made about them. My 12YO wanted pizza with chocolate vanilla cupcakes. We have a get-together to celebrate that consists of my parents, my in-laws, my husband's brother, his wife and their 5-year-old son. My BIL is 10 years younger than us, but his wife is our age, and 4 groups of family friends that have kids our kids' ages. One of the family friends invited is our previous fosters and their parents. The middle child, now 10, has a gluten allergy. I ordered a gluten-free pizza to accommodate as well as a gluten-free dessert. One of our friends is allergic to strawberries, so I made sure to put the fruit in separate bowls. These are the only allergy restricts that I know of for those in attendance. My SIL messages me asking what we're having for lunch. I tell her. She states that she is doing keto and I will need to make accommodations for her. I'm annoyed because it's not an allergy, it's a lifestyle choice, and feel like she can eat before she comes or eat what fits into her diet. Our relationship is already strained because honestly I just don't like her. She's the type that her opinion is the only one that matters. Her opinion is the only one that is right. Her son is a perfect angel and everyone should accommodate him because he was a miracle baby since she had him at an advanced maternal age. I'm civil but don't try to go beyond the initial pleasantries. To keep from having any issues for my son's birthday, I buy the cheese sticks wrapped in meat and the pizza place offers pizza bowls. Topping of pizza, no bread. Problem solved, right? Nope. My niece overhears her complaining to my BIL that there's too much fruit, chips and cupcakes, and it's making her want to cheat on her diet. She claims that I'm intentionally trying to sabotage her and keep her fat. My niece tells her that she is the most ungrateful person she has ever met, and the party is about the 12YO, not her. Last-minute accommodations were made for her, so why is she still complaining? My SIL calls my niece a B-word and says, "If I were your parent I would have killed myself in a car wreck too." My niece tells her to F off and leaves crying. Neither my husband nor I hear this convo. I did see my niece walk out of the room in tears. I check on her shortly afterwards and she tells me what SIL said and what she retorted. I am livid. When I walk back to the party I see SIL holding a pizza box. I'm to her side so she doesn't see me walking up. I hear SIL telling my foster's mother that she is just a charity case and that's the only reason they're here, that they're not actually our friends. I yell, "What the actual F word is your problem?" SIL looks stunned and accidentally drops pizza box she's holding, spilling its content on the floor. She steps on pizza as she's running out. And guess what? The ruined pizza is the one and only gluten-free one. As I'm cleaning up the mess, my BIL comes in yelling about me being a B-word and mistreating his family. Husband steps in, he doesn't know about drama with niece, and tells BIL to calm down, that his wife was rude to our friends and wanted to know why she had the only gluten-free pizza when she was on a keto diet, that we accommodated. BIL explains that his son prefers that pizza and the other kid wouldn't share, so SIL took it for their son to have. 10YO is crying because he didn't say he wouldn't share, but that he didn't think 5YO would like it. He told his mom, who confronted SIL, who was holding the pizza hostage. SIL said that family eats first, therefore her son was eating until he was full, then 10YO could have the rest. Husband is furious and tells SIL BIL that they are out of line. BIL gets mad that my husband is defending our friends over his wife's actions. SIL pipes in that we failed as parents too, because in 8 years we should have straightened our niece out and taught her some respect, but she's technically an adult now and is a lost cause. My husband looks confused. I tell him what happened. He literally turned 5 shades of red before telling my SIL that our niece was right, that she is an entitled B-word, and that they had to leave. She begins crying. 5YO nephew begins crying and BIL cusses husband out. They leave. In-laws leave shortly after and state that they're disappointed in our behavior, and we ruined our 12YO party. We apologized to our son and remaining guest. Our 12YO bust out laughing and said it was like a real-life reality TV show and asks who wants dessert. Party resumes and ended on a good note. We get a call that night from in-laws who state that they will be going NC with us until my niece and I apologize to SIL. I laughed and said, "See you at your funeral," and hung up. My husband understands where I'm coming from and agrees that SIL is 100% in the wrong, but maybe I could have been a little more mature and said something like, "I'm sorry you feel that way," instead of what I did. I was telling a coworker over lunch about the weekend drama. She sympathized with me over it, but agreed with my husband that maybe my comment was a bit harsh considering the fact that my FIL was recently diagnosed with cancer. My husband hasn't asked me to apologize, but is disappointed with my words. I can apologize for what I said in anger to my in-laws, but I don't think that will be enough to mend the situation. 90% of the time, they take my BIL-SIL side without knowing the full story and always expect us to make peace because my BIL was their miracle baby, and everyone should treat him accordingly. I will not apologize to SIL, and under no circumstances will my niece be asked to apologize. So, AITH. Update, AITH for telling my in-laws I'll see them at their funeral. Hey everyone, thanks for all the responses on my original post. I wanted to give a little update because things got even more dramatic, but also a bit clearer. So after the blow-up and me saying, "See you at your funeral," my husband and I decided to step back and let things cool down. I honestly wasn't expecting to hear from my in-laws for a while. Well, a few days later my mill called my husband, not me, and told him that unless we apologized to SIL, we were officially cut out of the family. My husband asked if they even cared about how SIL insulted our niece, ruined the gluten-free pizza, and disrespected our friends. Mill's response was basically, "She was just stressed, you should let it go. Family forgives family." My husband told her flat out, "Family doesn't get to abuse kids and insult grieving teenagers. If you can't see that, then maybe distance is best," and he hung up. For the next week it was quiet. Then something unexpected happened. My BIL called my husband privately. Apparently, he and SIL had a massive fight after the birthday party fallout. He admitted that she took things too far and that she tends to bulldoze people to get her way. He didn't apologize exactly, but he did say he understood why we were angry. Meanwhile, SIL has doubled down. She's been posting vague Facebook statuses like, "Some people don't understand how hard motherhood is," and "Jealousy makes people bitter." None of our mutual friends are engaging. As for our niece, she's doing okay. I reassured her she wasn't in the wrong and she's been a champ about it. She told me, "Auntie, I don't care if I ever see them again, they're toxic." Honestly, she's probably right. The good news, our kids have been happy and not caught up in the adult drama. Our 12YO still jokes about his legendary reality TV birthday. Right now, husband and I are going low contact with the in-laws. We're not chasing them, we're not apologizing to SIL, and we're certainly not forcing our niece to apologize. If that means we're cut out, then so be it. And for the record, I don't regret setting boundaries. Do I regret my "see you at your funeral" comment? Maybe. It was harsh, especially given FIL's health. If I could redo it, I'd probably just say, "Okay, do what you feel is best." But at the end of the day, my words weren't what caused the damage, SIL's behavior was. So yeah, not sure what the long term will look like. But for now, my family, the kids, my husband and me, is peaceful, and that's what matters most.